Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Andrea and I have been selling on Etsy for 8 years. We have an embroidery business on Etsy, and this YouTube channel is just where I talk about my shop, what we've learned in the past, strategies for Etsy. Basically, we just talk about growing on Etsy and what it's like to be an Etsy seller. So if that is what you're interested in, you are in the right place. Today specifically, I'm going to be talking about changes that will be coming to my shop in 2023. There are a lot of really big changes that will be coming to my shop, and this video is just going to be breaking down, I think four of the changes that we will for sure be making in 2023. Okay, so if you are watching this as a brand new viewer, I guess, like a brand new person, I have been selling on Etsy for 8 years. This is my shop space. All the embroidery machines are in front of me, so I'm like shooting into a corner. And we're about to make some changes. I shared in a video last week, which I will link in the cards. I think maybe it's on that side. I can never remember. I will link in the cards that we are expecting our first child. My husband and I are expecting our first child in July. And so obviously a lot of big changes are going to come along with that. We are going to stay home. I guess I'm going to stay home with her. My husband has a 9-to-5 job, and so I am going to stay home with her, and we are going to, obviously we could change our mind when she's here, but we're going to try to avoid childcare. If we did any, probably like 1 day a week. So basically the goal is for me to be a stay-at-home mom. And so a lot of changes are coming to the shop. I have not officially goal set for 2023. I mentioned this in the last video, but I always wait a pretty good amount of time to do that. To be honest with you, my busy season is so busy all the way up through the holidays, and then I just want to enjoy the holidays, and then I'm just finally coming off the whoa, our house needs a deep clean, meal plans need to be done again. I'm like, when was the last time I placed a Walmart order? I don't know. And so basically it's like survival mode through busy season, which leaves me no time to actually goal set for the next year until well into January. So I have not done that specifically yet for this year, but I will be bringing you guys along. I mentioned that one of my goals that I have that are like all the goals that I have right now are kind of loose, but I haven't set down very, I guess what would be considered a SMART goal. But one of the goals I have is to bring you guys along on this channel for more of the behind the scenes. And so when I goal set, I will be bringing you guys along, literally just recording what's going through my mind and what we're thinking about as we set goals for the year. So all that being said, there are some changes that I know will be coming to my shop in 2023 just because of the baby. And I'm pretty sure they're literally all because of the baby. Well, there's some stuff that I've been wanting to do for a while, but the baby was the kick in the pants to do it. So the first thing, which is crazy, I can't believe I'm saying this. The first thing is that we will be moving. And so this shop, we will be moving out of it. My lease ends in April of this year, and we will not be renewing it. We want the business to be closer to home for a number of reasons. It just is going to be way easier logistically on us, especially as I take on the role of being a stay-at-home mom. And so we just want it to be a little bit closer to home. And also it makes sense for our lives to do it just closer to home. And it's going to open up a lot of opportunities flexibility wise. So that is the biggest, probably the biggest change we're going to be making this year is that we are going to be getting rid of the shop space. This shop space, if you are thinking, oh my gosh, you did so much work to it and now you're just going to move out. This shop space was always meant to be a temporary spot. We actually didn't even think we'd be in it as long as we are. We planned on only being here for a year. In fact, my landlord that is obviously leases out this shop to me. I didn't make her, but I told her I wouldn't rent unless she changed the terms of our lease because it was supposed to be a 2-year lease. right up front, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it unless we get it down to 1, because at the time that we booked this spot, we just knew we needed a place for this business to go because it was taking up way too much room in the space that we were living, and that was really, really hard. And it was just always meant to be a temporary holding spot. And so we will be right at 2 years in this spot whenever we move out. And to be honest, I don't even know that we ever thought it would be that long. I think we both planned a year. Obviously, we're not upset about 2 years in any way, but I think that like in our heads, we were like 1 to 2 years max. And so that is finally to the point where it makes sense for us to move it, and that is great. So obviously, I am the type of person that strongly believes in I get a lot of value from my space being the way that I want it to be, because we did do a lot of work on this space, and I don't regret any of it. I don't regret a single bit of it. I love this space. It has been life-giving to work in here for 2 years, and I'm super excited about the change. So that is the first really big change that will be coming, is that we are going to be moving out of this space. So that is a really big deal. Yeah, that's like the biggest change. I don't have much of an update because, like I said, I haven't like officially goal set yet. And to be honest, if I know myself, it is going to come down to the wire on getting out of here in April, because that's just who I am as a person. I'm not as much of a procrastinator as my husband, but I am a procrastinator. And so I just know that that's how it's going to be, which is fine. It's always worked out, so it'll be fine. But yeah, that's the biggest update, is that we will be moving out of this shop space. The next 3 things are a lot less to do with the physical space. Obviously, that is changing a lot. And they're a lot more to do with the way that we are going to treat the digital shop space and changes we will be making to our shop on the digital, like on our digital storefront. The second thing that is definitely going to change for our shop is we are going to be narrowing down products and adding highly profitable items. Obviously, this particular change is twofold. We're going to be narrowing down products that we currently have, adding more that are high profit. The reason why is that this year, more than ever, I really want to be making sure, in like a tangible, not a tangible, but like a very strategic, that's a better word, a strategic way, that I am getting the most profit out of the least amount of work. Obviously, that is always the goal in business. It's just that this year we are going to be taking it way more seriously, because we are adding the role of mother and parents to our lives. And so I know that that is going to be all time consuming, and something that will be something that I'm going to take very seriously, of course. And so the shop is going to have to become something that takes less work and makes the same amount of money or even more money. So that is going to be one of the goals that we have. One of the big changes is going to be kind of narrowing down products and adding highly profitable items. I'm going to be doing 2 things to make that happen. First, I'm going to be streamlining our current products and processes. So there's a few products off the top of my head that I know are really high profit for us. They will absolutely be, I'm going to be doubling down on them more than I ever have in the past. So I double down on them. Our Sherpas are very profitable for us, and we double down on those 100%. Like, we have like 6 listings for them, but definitely going to be streamlining the processes and then getting rid of some of the items that we don't make as often, that just aren't as profitable, that are just, it just feels like clutter to me in my brain. And I just need to be simplifying it as much as possible and trying to find more items like the Sherpas or like the collar monograms that are easy for us to do, very streamlined, and are also highly profitable. The second thing that I will be doing in order to achieve this change or achieve this goal is, for the first time ever, I'm going to be using a product research tool. So I have never seriously used a product research tool in my life for my shop. I've always kind of just swung it. And this year particularly, like I said, I want to be very, very strategic. And so that is where Everbee comes in. I have chosen Everbee as my product research tool for a number of reasons. One is, like I've said, I've dabbled with a lot of other I guess like SEO tools or product research tools. And Everbee is the one that makes the most sense with my brain, as the easiest to use that I have found. I would say that like when I've done the free trial for all of them, and I've done free trials on a lot of them, Everbee has a free trial as well. When I have done those, I had to the free trial wasn't even enough time for me to get comfortable with the platform. And so Everbee, that was not the case at all. It made sense right away. And so I just knew that this particular product research tool just clicked with my brain, and it made a lot of sense to me, and I am definitely interested in that. The other thing is that you can see the tags on Everbee, and they do have a free trial for you guys to try out, for every Etsy seller to try out, where you get 10 free searches a month. And so make sure to go ahead and grab that. It'll be at the link in the description. This is a product, or not, I guess not a product, a tool, not a product. I mean, it is a product, but it's also a tool that I'm very, very excited to start implementing into my business, and I know will make a huge difference as we just try and be so much more strategic in our approach. Everbee is going to be essential for that, and this is the first time I've felt that like a product research tool is absolutely essential for us, and so I'm really, really excited about that. So that is another, I feel as though that's could be a whole change on its own, because I've never done a product research tool, and I'm very, very excited to start using Everbee as a way to find highly profitable items, research products that will be really good for us, and list them with the right keywords. I know that Everbee will be a tool that we can use 100% throughout that whole process and will be very beneficial to us. And like I said, if this sounds like something you would want in your shop, do check out the link in the description, because you get 10 free searches a month just on their regular free plan. Okay, so the third change is going to be coming. There's a lot of first this year. The first time I'll use a product research tool. We're moving out. The third thing that we will be doing is, for the first time ever, I will be putting my shop on vacation mode. So I'm pretty sure I have literally never put my shop on vacation mode. If I have, it was in my very first year for a week, maybe. I've never seriously put my shop on vacation mode. That is something that we have never, ever, ever done. Even when we had 700 open orders back in the day, we just kept getting them and we kept taking them, because I was like, why would I put my shop on vacation mode? We're all here and ready to work. So I have never, ever done that. It's something that I know has SEO repercussions, and to be honest, we are just not worrying about it. And the reason why we will be putting it on vacation mode is because I want to be able to truly take maternity leave and not worry in any way about anything. I don't want to answer combos. I don't want to have to do an order because it's going to be late. I don't want to do any of it. And so we will be, and that's just the freedom that Etsy, being a self-employed business owner, provides. I realize that that is not a choice that everyone can make. We are very blessed in the fact that we can make that decision. And so we will be going on vacation mode whenever we have her. And it will be the first time ever I've ever put my shop on vacation mode. I have never done this. I have no idea how much the repercussions will be. No clue. Don't know how long I'm going to do it for. Probably going to play that by ear. See how I'm feeling. And yeah, I will update you guys on what it's like to bounce back from that. I'm assuming, we will for sure be back by the time that busy season rolls around, and I will definitely let you guys know what vacation mode, what role it played on my busy season, on my revenue for the year, without those 3 months withstanding, what the bounce back is like from vacation mode. But yeah, we will be putting our shop on vacation mode for the first time ever. We've never done that, and that is just a decision that I've already made, because that's what I want to do. And July is a really slow time for us anyway, which is when she is expected to arrive. And so it's perfect timing. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. The last change that we will be making, which I feel like a lot of these changes are big. Maybe not the vacation mode, that's not a huge deal. But first time using a product research tool, moving. The last thing that we will be doing is, I think for the first time since my first year of business, we are going to be exclusively Etsy. I have not hammered out all the details. I am going to bring you guys along whenever we do hammer out all the details of this. But we are going to be the goal of simplifying and streamlining inevitably led my husband and I down the path to choose to get rid of the Shopify site, probably get rid of all outside marketing like Instagram and Facebook, and exclusively focus on where the bulk of my orders come from, which is Etsy and Etsy SEO, and just really streamline what's already working. So we will be exclusively Etsy. That is going to be like, we are going back to just having Etsy as a storefront. It'll be less to manage, less to worry about, less to pay for. Just getting rid of gifts. I mean, not that Shopify paid for itself, but it's just less to manage, less places to list stuff that's going to be profitable. We will be just going back to Etsy. A lot of these goals are meant to simplify my workload and really just simplify the mental plates that I have to spin. And so getting rid of Shopify and Instagram and narrowing down products and all that kind of stuff and just making the business as streamlined as possible will make it so much easier for me to manage. And that is what we want. I can definitely find myself, and I don't know if this is something where that other people feel, I don't know if it's personality type or what it is, but I can definitely find myself feeling overwhelmed and just like, I don't like to have a plate that I feel like I should be spinning, but I'm not, which is how I feel about our Instagram page right now and Shopify and those sorts of things. And so eliminating that completely, and this is not a decision that I decided yesterday. We have been talking about this for a while. Eliminating that completely, I do think will benefit overall what we are trying to accomplish this year with our personal lives and our business. So that is one thing that we'll be doing. The other thing is that Everbee will also be helping with this. So obviously we are going to have to bridge the gap, really double down on what's working at Etsy, and Everbee will be helping with that a ton. And so yeah, I'm really, really excited to bring you guys along as that strategy unfolds. My product research tool, my first time using that, unfolds. Okay, so those are the 4 changes that are going to be coming to my shop in 2023. Like I said, a goal of mine is to bring you guys along for more behind the scenes throughout that whole process. I'm really, really, really excited for this year. Obviously, we're thrilled about adding a new family member, but I'm also just really excited about the possibilities and we're just really, really excited. I get really, really stoked at the beginning of every year just to see how the year is going to unfold. I'm super, super excited. So I will be bringing you guys along as each of those changes take place, but those are the for sure things that are going to happen. Like I said, I have not set any solid goals. In fact, I did set one this morning. I told my husband I want to start eating breakfast. That's one of my goals. But other than that, I have no solid goals. These are just changes that I know they've been coming down the pipe for a long time. And so these are changes that I know will be coming to my shop in 2023. And as I goal set, I will bring you guys along. But yeah, that is what's coming to my shop in 2023. Thank you so much for watching and being here and just taking an interest in my shop. It is so fun to share my Etsy journey with you guys. And when you guys leave comments and say like, I love that, or blah, 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 or tell me about your Etsy shops and journeys. It's really exciting. It makes it feel less alone, the small business journey. So yeah, thank you for taking an interest, watching this video, and sharing your Etsy journey with me and allowing me to share my Etsy journey with you. If you are interested in following along as we make these changes throughout the year, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I try to post 2 new videos every week. It hasn't been happening recently because of the morning sickness, but that is always the goal, is 2 new videos every week. And so yeah, that is what you can expect if you subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching.